A timeline of how the rescue mission to save al-Qaeda hostages in Yemen failed. More details have emerged about the failed U.S. Navy SEAL rescue mission that resulted in the deaths of hostages American journalist Luke Summers and South African teacher Pierre Korkie in Yemen. The two were killed by al-Qaeda militants during the U.S. military's second attempt to free Summers. U.S. commandos and a small number of Yemeni counterterrorism soldiers were deployed to a cave in eastern Yemen on November 25th in an attempt to rescue al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula hostages. The troops were met with heavy resistance from al-Qaeda militants. 8 hostages were rescued in the first operation, but American journalist Luke Summers had been moved to another location 2 days before the mission. After the raid, the militants released a video threatening to kill Summers on Saturday. U.S. intelligence obtained information about his whereabouts through eavesdropping, spy satellite, and surveillance drones. Summers was being held inside a walled compound in a village in southern Yemen along with South African teacher Pierre Korkie. At around 1 a.m. on Saturday, U.S.-led forces traveled to the village in V-22 Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft. The compound was guarded by half a dozen militants, who discovered the approaching troops when they were less than 100 yards away. One of the militants reportedly then entered the building where Summers and Korkie were being held and opened fire on the pair. Summers and Korkie were transported on an Osprey to an amphibious assault ship offshore. One of the hostages died during transport, while the other died on the operating table on the ship. South African aid group Gift of the Givers said Korkie was actually set to be released before Christmas after they had negotiated with al-Qaeda through tribal connections. The group said they did not know anything about the raid.